I don't think it's a surprise to absolutely anyone that Hoyoverse is one of, if not the biggest gacha game studio out there right now. They have Honkai Impact, they have Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, they're making Honkai Nexus Anima. They really want to push that Honkai intellectual property. They're also making Petit Planet, Varsapura, and so many more. I'm here today because the thread was made over on Reddit detailing all of Hoyoverse's games that are currently in development as of December 2025. I want to look at all of these with you. Love or hate their games, there's no denying that they make some very fun, very good quality titles in the space, and that they are continuing to not only grow, but dominate a variety of different subgenres. Case in point, Honkai Nexus Anima. This game has been officially announced. It's kind of like a creature collection Pokemon adjacent gacha. This is built in Unity. We have Petit Planet, which is also built in Unity. This is a life simulation game that has also been announced. Both these games, by the way, have held test phases. This is an Animal Crossing inspired gacha game and will likely appeal to that demographic that absolutely love and adore the Animal Crossing intellectual property, which admittedly is a very large, tens of millions of people demographic, and does not have a gacha game yet that actually fills that hole in the niche that players want. There's Varsapura. This is built in Unreal Engine 5, whereas Petit Planet and Nexus Anima were built in Unity. This was actually just announced. This looks beautiful. It is an open world urban action gacha. Liyue Forest MiHoYo went on to state that since 2020, we began exploring the crown jewel of the game industry, urban open world. We wanted to make a realistic urban open world project with high quality narrative and more unique art style and gameplay breakthroughs, codenamed Project SH. However, our ideas were too grand, the team rushed in head first, violating our consistent standard of verifying from the minimum prototype of how MiHoYo makes games, and the result was naturally obvious that Project SH was disbanded at the end of 2022 until the end of 2023. The image of the urban open world in Hayutai's mind became clear. We finally figured out what kind of work we wanted to create rather than making an awesome project. This time, we returned to the original intention of creation, enjoy the fun of making games originally, making works we like. Hope you'll also like it, and honestly, the trailer really did look very good. It has also been officially announced. It is their next generation flagship urban open world game. It is led by the founder and original producer of Genshin Impact and Honkai Impact. It is known that vehicles will be a monetization point. So they're going to have gacha for planes, cars, drift cars, trucks, amphibious vehicles, and boats. Amphibious, I wonder if that means underwater. That's interesting. There's going to be racing gameplay. AI NPCs are going to be a key focus of the project. So I guess kind of like where winds meet, and they are planning to release in 2027. There is the Unreal Engine 5 powered photorealistic fantasy research project, which is not actually loading here, but we have like a little infographic in the background. There's an official website for it. Development started in 2023. The producer is an early Hoyo employee who participated in the initial development of Honkai Impact. The game will not use a gacha system or an artifact system or character constellation system, which is a first for them. A scene preview has already been released. You're going to enter a vast fantasy world, ancient secrets, ferocious demons, legendary heroes. You'll choose your own path, forge bonds with companions. You'll rebuild the crumbling order, break the twisted covenant, and face the will of capricious gods. It is going to be an epic fantasy open world with massive boss battles, co-op multiplayer, which sounds really good, competitive PvP, intelligent NPCs, next generation animation technology, dynamic open world, ecological AI simulation, full terrain combat AI, and high fidelity powered by Unreal Engine 5. Then we have another Unity project, a Western cartoon style hero shooter. Their keywords are Western cartoon style shooting, near future fantasy multiplayer with PvE and PvP. It's going to be similar to Splatoon. This is an unverified rumor at present. Then there is the social sim. This is also being made in Unity. The graphic here looks kind of cute. You can see forest, fishing, life, ghosts. Their keywords are making friends, multiculturalism, and city life. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. Then there is another Unreal Engine 5 gacha, a Ghibli-styled sandbox game. New recruitment for this game started this October. It's December 10th as recording this, so that was just 2 months ago. This is a really new one then. Job requirements mention a love for the Ghibli art style, so it likely features a similar style, which is great. We need something after that mess that was Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds. Recruitment also mentions a preference for experience in dress-up game development. This might be the Infinity Nikki game that we have been waiting for, the competition for Infinity Nikki. Okay, then there is the Unreal Engine 5 powered realistic shooter game. In October, someone mentioned a Chinese professional networking app that they applied for a realistic shooter by Hoyo. Today, as of December 10th, Hoyo officially posted this job opening, a setting in a modern and near modern city. Today, another PvP project tagged Western-styled realism was listed in recruitment, though it might be the same project as the shooter. That sounds awesome, actually. I think it'd be really cool to get a Hoyo shooter. Then we have Linley Olivia, which is an Unreal Engine 5 powered project. This is not a game, it's a virtual idol similar to Lumi. It is a testbed for Hoyo's next-gen characters. Like there's a similar positioning. Several videos have already been released. Then we have the AI Electronic Pet project. Recruitment reveals that they are developing an electronic pet product. Involves cross-team collaboration, driving industrial design, hardware, and AI algorithms. That one's actually very interesting. There is her side and his side. This is a new project for which they have registered trademarks and accounts on various platforms. There is absolutely no information at present other than the fact that it is going to focus on 2 different genders, which is kind of interesting. There is Anoneko, an AI chat webpage currently in beta launched by Anudacon. It might just be a platform for LMM training rather than a formal project. Chinese Hoyo fans comment that its rhetoric is very sharp and it's fluent in internet troll speak. So that's going to be a lot of fun to mess around with. Then Hoyoverse NA project, game with open choices, procedurally generated stories, emergent gameplay initiated by Hoyoverse NA in January 2024. It was cut around early 2025 due to company restructuring. However, since Kai Zhang, the former senior level designer for God of War, is still the project lead at Hoyoverse NA, there should still be a project in the works. Unclear if it's one of the above or something else. The guy that did God of War's level designs. Okay, cool. Other tech in development besides these specific projects, they have a lot of technology and R&D. Next-gen cloud-native rendering, aiming to redefine how high-fidelity games run on any device, enabling high-end experiences to run on low-power devices via cloud computing. Proprietary real-time super resolution and frame interpolation algorithms based on machine learning and neural networks. I'm not smart enough to really understand what that means. And so on. Too many to list. Note, project in development may not always officially launch, though for Hoyo, projects that have started hiring have a high probability of launching. Please keep expectations rational. That all sounds really cool to me. They have a lot of great looking titles coming. Varsapura is coming. We have a potential Infinity Nikki competitor. We have a potential shooter. We have this life sim. We have the Western cartoon style hero shooter, so maybe something like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals. We have Varsapura. We have this realistic, photorealistic fantasy research project. We have Petite Planet. We have Honkai Nexus Anima. Man, they are cooking, and they are cooking up an absolute feast. Not all of these games are going to be good, but at the very least, some of them will be, and I'm very excited to potentially test and play all of them. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.